Welcome. In this presentation we will discuss business models. We will talk about what they are, practice with the tool to develop or analyze them, and we will discuss how partnerships can be integrated in the model. After this video you will be able to apply the PPP canvas. This is a useful tool that helps you analyze your business model. It focuses not only on economic objectives but also on development of sustainability goals. But first, what is a business model? A business model describes the rationale of how an organization creates, delivers, and captures value. As such, it represents the core aspect of a business, including elements such as purpose, business process, target customers, offerings, strategies, and infrastructure. A commonly used tool to describe and analyze a business model is the so-called business model canvas. The following video of strategizer.com explains the purpose and the use of the canvas.
An organization's business model can be described with 9 basic building blocks: your customer segments, your value proposition for each segment, the channels to reach customers, customer relationships you establish, the revenue streams you generate, the key resources and key activities you require to create value, the key partners, and the cost structure of the business model. But it's not sufficient to just enumerate the 9 building blocks. What you really want to do is to map them out on a pre-structured canvas. This is what we call the business model canvas, a tool that helps you map, discuss, design, and invent new business models. Let's briefly go through the 9 building blocks, starting with the customer segments. These are all the people or organizations for which you're creating value. This includes simple users and paying customers. For each segment, you have a specific value proposition. These are the bundles of products and services that create value for your customers. The channels describe through which touchpoints you're interacting with customers and delivering value. The customer relationships outline the type of relationship you're establishing with your customers. The revenue streams make clear how and through which pricing mechanisms your business model is capturing value. Then you need to describe the infrastructure to create, deliver, and capture value. The key resources show which assets are indispensable in your business model. The key activities show which things you really need to be able to perform well. The key partners show who can help you leverage your business model, since you won't own all key resources yourself, nor will you perform all key activities. Then once you understand your business model's infrastructure, you'll also have an idea of its cost structure. So with the business model canvas, you can map out your entire business model in one image. This works for startup entrepreneurs just as well as for the most senior executives.
So, that is the basic business model canvas. At the Partnerships Resource Center, we are interested in partnerships. So the reference in the original business model canvas to partners, however, is largely related to partners in the same industry or the same supply chain. And as you might know, businesses are also increasingly involved in partnerships with governments and civil society organizations to jointly work on sustainable development challenges. For these public-private and profit-non-profit partnerships, a much broader business case is important. A business case defines the why question for initiating a project or task. In the Canvas model, the business case is summarized in the value proposition. To formulate a sound business case, it is necessary to understand the entire business model and describe the way an organization not only creates economic but also societal value. So to understand how cross-sector partnerships can deliver added societal value by creating business opportunities and a smarter business approach, PPP Lab has developed the PPP Canvas. The PPP Lab started in 2014. It is a 4-year action research and joint learning and support initiative to learn about the relevance effectiveness and quality of Dutch-supported public-private partnerships. Its mission is to extract and to co-create knowledge and methodological lessons from and on PPPs that can be used to improve both implementation and policy. The PPP Canvas is a tool that can be used to analyze the business model of the public-private partnership, including what societal value is aimed at, how partners plan to deliver this value, and for whom exactly. Like the business model canvas, it helps to visualize, to design, and pivot a business model. However, the PPP canvas adds 4 extra fields of interest to the original business model: extended beneficiaries, impact, governance, and the business ecosystem. Compared to companies, PPPs with a developmental focus need to consider a few additional important elements in their business model. Next to economic objectives, they also serve certain development goals and often operate in difficult environments. That is exactly why PPP Lab decided to extend the original canvas. So this is what the PPP canvas looks like. As you can see, it has added the following building blocks to the original canvas. One is the extended beneficiaries. A beneficiary is an individual, a community, or an organization who benefits in an extended manner from the value created by the PPP product or service. Extended beneficiaries do not pay directly for the product or the service, and this makes them different from ordinary customers. Examples are parents who profit from their well-educated child, and citizens who experience personal well-being from a greener environment. The second building block that was added is impact. The impact refers to the change the PPP aims for beyond the direct services or products it delivers. This impact includes the public, the social, and the environmental values created. It emphasizes that the PPP is aiming at more than just selling a product or a service. Its aims are at creating societal change and also something on the expected return on investment, and that is more than just financial. The third building block that was added is governance. This is about the process of collaboration of the partners. Remember, PPPs are multi-stakeholder partnerships with both public and private, profit and non-profit partners. So the success of a PPP is dependent on how these partners interact and collaborate. The governance of PPPs is about the design and the use of structures and processes that enables actors to direct, coordinate, and allocate resources for the collaboration as a whole, and also to account for the activities. This includes decision-making mechanisms, communication agreements, risk allocation, risk mitigation scenarios, collaboration dynamics, and so on. Finally, we missed it on the original slide. The last building block that was added is the business ecosystem. The business ecosystem reflects the environment the PPP is operating in and which can influence and be influenced by the PPP. This can include contextual variables such as the political environment, power balance, the economic development as well as cultural factors, applicable legislation, and present infrastructure. These ecosystems factors can be influencing the PPP. Through its direct or indirect work, the PPP, however, can also influence them and improve what we call the enabling environment. But these enabling factors can also go beyond the control of the PPP. The business ecosystem is primarily institutional, but it can of course also include the natural ecosystem. So that is the PPP canvas in a nutshell. To increase your understanding of the canvas, I'd like to encourage you to try and use it. Think about a particular business case you are engaged in, one that requires collaboration from multiple partners, and one that is meant to create different kinds of value and impact. Have a good look at the canvas and think about how you could fill all 13 blocks. If you want to discuss your attempts, please use the discussion forum on the Coursera website. For more guidance, please consult the very user-friendly PPP Canvas user guide that you can find also on the Coursera website as well. Best of luck!